Rory Bell. Yeah, let's do it. I love the way this fades in now, by the way. Sort of now it is looking like this guy is getting, so now this is turning blue, which it shouldn't. And I'm anyway, how is your okay, so why that, no, that should not be, oh right. Let's see, okay. Gotta look at where. So I want to figure out where exactly this thing is. I had a bonfire yesterday, and I still smell like that. It's a really, really nice scent. Let's figure out where exactly this is happening. So working with people in Europe is pretty awesome because they work when I'm sleeping. And so every morning is like Christmas. Tomorrow we have to install AC here. So okay, no drop frames. Excellent. Let's fill out the... Where is this material? It's going well. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to. Right now, after this, when this tree shrinks, it's going into a different color, and I'm trying to figure out what is going on here. Tree renderer. Yeah, last night we had a really fun bonfire. Some friends outside. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing, because usually it's like, it'll show here. Oops. I'm trying to get it to not, but you can see it says the dropped frames. So right now it's 0. So it sounds like it might be Twitch. It's annoying. Okay, cool. Well, as long as it's working now. Yeah, I had a bonfire yesterday, which is fun. What am I talking about? The soil color. Where is brush to just show soil. What? Hey! Yes, yes, I'm back. Well, thanks for stopping by. See you around. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna give this to Arthur. Thread Wizard, hello. Are you talking about my hair? Yes, I know it's very pretty. Yeah, let me know if the stream is having any problems. We streamed earlier and we were getting a lot of drop frames. I think I don't think that's happening anymore. figure just easier to let Arthur manage all that. Perfect. Yeah, hey. Ooh. Oh, Unity just crashed. Whoa. What? Okay. Thought Unity crashed again. Writing a constructor is hard work. You know what? So, Yeah, I'm not seeing any drop frames anymore, so that's good. Okay, so let's look at this. This dark tree. Let's look at our tree generator. Okay, this is purple, and this generator debug tree. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a good one. Yeah, I want something that's really going to get your attention. Are big enough. Go for it. I'm not, yeah. Elon Musk had to start somewhere too. No, I'm serious. I think solar energy is a very worthwhile undertaking. Huh. No, I mean, I would love to go. I don't know about solar power, but maybe more. Like, I would be very interested in working on electric cars. But that's, you know, I think that's somewhat related. Oof. There's a lot of, yeah, I did not mean to come across as condescending. This is the pruning step. So yeah, this tree is supposed to it's meant to look like a willow tree. And so, you know, the design here, of course this gets quite dense. So there's this guy that does, he's like my apartment building's handyman, Andy. Like we're supposed to call him when we have any work done. But lately he just hasn't been... I'm not sure if his duties changed or he doesn't work here anymore. Because he used to come and help us install our AC units, and now... Last year he kept saying he didn't have time, and now this year he was just straight up like, I don't do that. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, the whole thing's a tree. It's a little too cluttered. No, I haven't seen him around. I don't go out very much, but like, you know, I've been in this apartment for 5 years, and the first year, like, our landlord came and did it, and then the third year, Andy did it. Last year, he just kept saying he didn't have time. you know, I'd be like, hey, do you have time next week? And he'd be like, no. And I was like, what about the week after? And he's like, no. I was like, what about next month? And he's like, no. So I ended up installing it myself. It's always tough, man. They gotta have a... It's tough when it's not clear. The rules are, you know? I don't like, he doesn't have time for this shit. I don't like it when, I like it when there are procedures in place. It's like you go to a website, you fill out a form, this guy comes at 10 a.m., fixes the AC, and leaves. It's like, I don't even know what Andy's role is. Like, I don't know who pays him. He's just this person that my landlady tells me to call when some things are wrong with the apartment. And, you know, this is why there are contracts, man. It's too confusing. And the thing is, I do not install it, but this year it's like, I guess they want us to have, you know, because there's like the landlady, then there's the building management, and this year they want us to have no, he's like for the, this is like an apartment complex, so I think he's for the whole apartment complex, but you know, there's like the landlady, and then there's the management company that manages the complex. I've been here for 5 years, and I still don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's starting to get quite warm, and this apartment circulation is very bad. Anyway, you know, I can install it myself, but they want you to, I think they want us to start having those, you know, for those window units, you gotta have this, like, you're supposed to have this supporting thing. You know, you're supposed to have these supports for the AC units. Everybody in the building has just been using bricks to hold up the AC units. Makes me super paranoid. In the summer, I don't like walking on sidewalks next to buildings, next to tall buildings with window units. I'm always afraid one of them is going to fall out and kill me. So everybody just used bricks, right? But sometimes, like, it doesn't really hold up. And the one in my roommate's room is like the thing is a ton. It's super heavy. You know, we got to bring it up 3 flights of stairs. And it's just over our building door. And yeah, I'm super paranoid about it. But I don't know how you do those AC supports, man. I should just probably get one. And how to make slime? Do you have to drill these in, though? I think I should get one. Just pay $30 so I don't, like, worry about this thing falling on my head. I'll ask my roommate about it. No drilling required. You know, I'm just super paranoid about all this stuff. Oh, it's so expensive. It's $70. I think we need like a heavy duty one. Is this good or bad? Eliminates the risks. Oh, okay. It's expensive though. Anyway, back to game development. Yeah, speaking of them, what's going on? Your roommate has disappeared. The way you're laughing about it makes it sound like somebody's done it. Hey, dude. Where's this guy coming from? Maybe we should try calling him. So you're gonna get a new roommate? Yeah. Roommates are tricky. I've lived with a lot of roommates over the years, and you know, when it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's the worst. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. I do, however, hate moving. So I don't know what the deal with this Andy guy is. Andy the handyman. Ah, I see. Messy. Let me clean up some of this. Then take a break. Oh, so Andy, he was like, you should ask the janitor. And I'm like, who's the janitor? Not aware we had a janitor here. Hey, Ether. Not much. I was just complaining about the, some dude, my apartment building's handyman. I don't even know what he is. Really more just the lack. Wow, it's been an hour. Holy cow. Yeah, I know I should. That's a... I hadn't thought of that. I should just email her. That's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Email the landlady. Yeah, just in the past, she's always been like, talk to Andy. And now Andy's like, no, don't talk to me. Can't blame the guy. Installing AC unit is not fun. Yeah, Windows AC unit. I think it's like a air conditioning. But yeah, they're common for places that don't have central air, like my place. It just gets so unbearably hot here otherwise. Yeah, it gets super hot here in summer. Chicago is too cold in the winter, too hot in the summer. And I'm in an old building, so it doesn't have central air. Very, very lucky for you all. So I have my window. I don't know if you guys can see. I have like these 3 massive windows behind me, and they face west. So we have like really bad air circulation in this unit, and I've got these 3 massive windows that face west. So in the summer, in the afternoon, it is a furnace in here. It's just unbearable. Hey! has the alerts on. Yeah, we were just talking about I need to install Windows AC unit in my place and how yeah, basically just how annoying that whole process is. Luckily for you. So it's just like really mild all year round? Is that what Scottish weather is like? Lots of rain, cold weather. This is a good dark tree. I want to just make sure it's not I've never been to Scotland. I was in my reading of Roman history. All I know is that it's one of the few places that the Romans did not manage to conquer. So after they tried, and then after a while they gave up. I remember this really funny line. I don't know if it was like a historian wrote it or an emperor said it, but he said, because they built this wall, Hadrian's Wall, and it just said like, he said, yeah, they decided to leave the Scots to fight their mortal enemies, the Scots. Second year. Trump's welcoming arm. Okay, you guys can stop laughing now. Is it the 137 day of rain? That is not the most bizarre thing about Florida. The most bizarre thing about Florida is the people. That is an interesting... This is kind of weird. It's like I always wonder about people that visit US for their first time and they're like... And their first impression is Florida or... Or Las Vegas. Like if Las Vegas is the first US city you visit, that's gonna... It's like, what is... This place is like Europe theme park. Yeah, I mean, I feel like with Texas, you're just like, oh man, this is what America is like in the movies. Actually, I've never been to Texas, so I don't know. It is an open carry state, though. So open carry means you can just wear your firearm wherever. Now, this tree takes a long time, so... Man, so what's everybody up to this weekend? I know Uber Joel rode a constructor and is now going to ride a deconstructor. I'm trying to get a first pass of... I'm trying to get a build of the first half of the game together. This is where we're starting to work on the PS4 version. Oh wow, that was a good week. I was there. I remember that was pretty exciting. Actually, my neighborhood is like the Obama neighborhood. When he was running, it was like everywhere. You know, like the place I go to dry cleaning, they have a picture of Obama. And the lady's like, yeah, he used to come get his dry cleaning done. So, yeah, I not that I get stuff dry cleaned, but hey, I go to the same place as Obama. And the local Walgreens, it's like a drugstore, they were selling Barocks, like B-A-R-O-C-K. It was just a piece of rock with Barack Obama's face on it. I think the Walgreens called itself the Barack Obama headquarters. Interesting time. Finals. Alright, I think we're ready to make a tree here. It's a dark tree. let's hope this works. This looks quite weird. Oh, it's a fan. Hold on, guys. I'm going to take a quick break. Quick 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Uh-huh. Hardly difficult. Again with the massive host. Huge host. Want to give a shout out to Hardly Difficult. And for those of you from Hardly's stream, welcome. I am currently taking some time to set up this level. Having some problems, it seems. There we go. Hey, the good idea co. Alright. Yeah, we're currently, so for those of you that are new, my name is William. I'm working on this game called Manifold Garden. That is a window AC unit. I actually typed Windows AC unit. This is a game called Manifold Garden. We have a Steam store page. So trying to this weekend finish up the first half of the game, send out a build next week. It's been in development for about 4 years now. Well, technically I do, because it's if it gets too hot in here, the computer gets overheated. So yes, my AC unit is part of my PC's cooling system. Alright, water retard, I will see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Get some sleep. See, there we go. That's a... Ah. Hey, Geek and Gale, how's it going? So sometimes I need to, kind of when I'm testing things, I don't want to have to solve the whole puzzle. So I'm just gonna put some of these cheat cubes there. Not able to stream. Yeah, it's, you gotta kind of take that. Sometimes it's good, you know, take that time to do some other stuff. I know, it's actually, the problem is it's actually kind of hard to make those. Because of this object pool system that we use. I should do it, but it is, it's like I just haven't gotten around to it. It actually would probably be super useful. I wrote down some thoughts on it, but I'm not, I didn't... yeah, I wrote down more. Well, so the cubes are, they're generated. I only generate enough cubes at the beginning for however many it's in the game. There does need to be a few other extra ones, but yeah, I just... The architecture doesn't allow for additional cubes, so... yeah, it's not impossible to do, it's just kind of a pain in the butt, so... That looks so good. This is the God Cube. It's... Yeah, I mean, it's a whole thing. It's like, I gotta spend a day on it. It's not super easy. Yeah, there's a really complicated cube management system, so... Yeah, it still needs some work. This looks great. Hey, the Data Blaze, how's it going? How's your weekend so far? And welcome. Although I'm super happy with our new windows, I think they offer enough tint to kind of, it makes the inside areas feel, you know, inside versus when you're outside, you know? Just kind of perfect. Okay, so. Is there a Mandela? Those are not... Okay, I realize the Mandelas are kind of confusing. Those are not called Mandelas. I have another Mandela system. Those are called audio-visual levels. That's not like the official name, it's just what I call them in the code. But no, it's not all the levels have them. Some do. You know I am super interested to hear what people call these levels. We do display the level names. Yeah, I mean it's a symbol. It represents the cosmos in Hinduism, but I do. So like this room is actually called the Mandela room because when you look down inside, there's a Mandela here, and then so this whole thing is the Mandela controller. So that's what. So when you say Mandela, this is what I think of. But you know I mean, when for playtesting, we show the level names. Just because otherwise I can't tell which level you had a problem with, right? But for the final game, you know, you don't get to see any of that. So I'm super curious to see what people will call everything. You know, for myself, you know, it's a number, World 016, World 033, and the numbers do have certain significance, like but not really, you know. The 04 levels are a little bit bigger. They're like hub worlds. The 03 are more architecture focused, but a lot of times the level will start off one way and then turn to something different, so it's not a very strict system. And they'll have this name. So for example, this is Cloud Tower, water testing, library. It doesn't have any significance from a gameplay. It's more... They're not, like, just because this level is called library, it's not supposed to be a library. It was just, like, initially the inspiration came from a library building, but of course it ends up getting changed a lot. Yeah, there's a Jerry Maguire, difficult water. They all end up very, very different, so it's not, the naming is of no significance to the actual gameplay. So I am super curious to see how people will talk about the game, especially because at a certain point the game is no longer linear. The game is linear at the beginning, so like this opening level you could talk about it because you could say like the blue puzzle, the yellow puzzle, the red puzzle, but after that it's going to get very, very tricky, and I don't want to yeah, I don't want to offer anything to help people. Like, not that I want people to struggle, but I don't want to be like some official source of, oh, this level is called this, because all of that leads to people interpreting it in a certain way, which is not intended. So, yeah, I want. So yeah, but that's kind of funny because you called them Mandelas, and the Mandelas are they're kind of they're. Yeah, you can see that the code for it is kind of stupid too, because I have these Mandela controllers, but it's in the folder Inception Effect. It's a world within the world, so it makes no sense because I changed it a few times. But you know, like we have a bunch of stuff that's called relativity. We have an object called relativity utils. Makes no sense anymore. The game used to be called Relativity before I changed it to Manifold Garden, so it's like there's these legacy management code problems. I guess it just happens when you work on something for 4 years. Let's edit this one. I've already rewritten it. I mean, we're on like the 5th iteration. You guys ever watch The Matrix? When he meets the architect's like, this is the 6th iteration of The Matrix. Basically, this is what the game is. We're on the 6th iteration of the Manifold Garden. We're on like the 40th, really. Yep. Nobody knows. It's like when people come over and you hide all your stuff underneath the carpet. Not that I actually do that. Man, those mobile games, huh? They killing it. I'm actually quite nervous, you know, because I don't know how much support I can get from Sony. You know, so yeah, mobile free to play. It's a way to go, man. Yeah, to be fair, it's a different beast. So I did a bonfire yesterday. Went to a bonfire. It was cool, you know, like met a bunch of new people, kind of strangers just came to join us. These strangers that was it was their first time doing a bonfire, so they couldn't get their fire going, so they came over to ours. I started my fire. I'm quite good at that. Hello, Frobian. Welcome. Did not know about these creative streams on Twitch, but you had discovered Hardly Difficult. One of the best. Yeah, I think it's not. I wouldn't say it's new anymore. I think it's been like a year. I've been streaming game development for over a year, and I am not a trailblazer in any way, so I think creative's been going on for a little while longer than that. But yeah, it's I think Twitch is like, it's been really supporting kind of new types of streams, which is very cool. Hey, no worries. I am good at, well, yeah, you know, I lived on a farm for a few months and they had a fireplace. I had to learn to do that. And it's a skill, you know, you got to have your Tinder, your Kindle, Tinder, forget the, you know, you just got to get like stuff that's easy to burn, then you burn little sticks, and then you finally burn the logs. Yeah, although the thing is, I think Twitch has been changing the discovery method quite a bit. Like when I started, it was hashtags. So you just streamed in creative and said, you know, hey, I'm doing, you know, I'm hashtag game dev, and that's how people discovered you. But I don't know what it is now. It's like communities, Amazon. Oh, now I get why it's called Kindle. You start a fire. What's Amazon Fire again? It's like when a friend once pointed out to me, he's like, you know what's crazy? A cupcake is just a cake in a cup. Starts fires. You know what, this right here is a little bit too busy. Let's get rid of some of these. Pruning some branches. Anyway, I still smell like bonfire, which is a great scent. I think that might be one of my favorite smells in the world. Smell of bonfire. Ah, okay. Fire is the tablet. Kindle is the small one. Man, I don't think, you know, I got a small tablet. I got a Fire once, actually. Remember, but I returned it right away because they are very bad at software design, your user design, like, at least for their tablet, because it syncs up with, you know, I use like Amazon storage for some work images, and in order to use it, you have to log into your Amazon account, their photo app automatically syncs up with your cloud storage. So it was like I signed in, and it synced up like 3 gigabytes worth of just image assets. You know, it's like I just wanted a backup copy of like photographs of my installations and logos I'd used, which is not the stuff I want in my tablet's photography photo app, right? Like that I want, you know, pictures I've taken or something of, I don't know, my friend's dog. And so there was like no way to disable that except by not signing in. So I just returned it, and it was like so full of ads, just ads everywhere, a bunch of apps that you can't uninstall. So yeah, it was a shame. You know, it was like at first I was pretty excited about it because it's like they were super cheap. You know, you can get them for I think it might have been under $100. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, at the time my iPad was broken. I had dropped my iPad and the headphone jack snapped inside. And I think the cost of repair was higher than an Amazon tablet. So I decided to get a tablet, but it was so bad I decided to pay more just to have my old iPad repaired. Anyway. Blissful silence and longer battery life. Yeah, except it would always think you had it plugged in. There was some other problem with it that I forget, which is kind of annoying. Hey, what's up, John Gaines? How's everyone's, you know, and hope everyone is having a good weekend. We'll hang out here on a Saturday night. Let's discontinue this branch. Splintered. Yes, yeah, it, well, I'm using ProBuilder, which is actually inspired by, I mean, it's a Unity plugin, but they were inspired by the Hammer editor, which I didn't quite know it when I started working with this, but that is a very different approach to level design. You know, the old days, I think a lot of games, I know with Bethesda, they use a modular approach to level design, which leads to, it's a very different process and leads to a very different kind of levels. But yeah, originally I just picked it up because I like the way it lets you like resize objects in Unity much better than the default object system. And they had a grid system, ProGrids. They were cheap because they were discontinued for a good reason. And welcome, Splintered. Man, I need to work harder to get people to know about the game. Too many people don't know about Manifold Garden, which is good. I gotta keep talking. What do you mean by overly custom? Yeah, I'm just kind of doing some design with these trees. So basically, the game's been in development for about 4.5 years. It was me for a long time. Whoops. For most of it, but about a month ago I brought on some graphics programmers to help me as we're getting pretty close to shipping. Yeah, well, my game's not out yet, so it's more... It's like, what can I... Yeah, like... It's letting people know about the game. As an indie, you're not competing with other indie devs, you're competing with obscurity. And, oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this is like... You know, with like the old Doom level editor, it's not... They don't put... They just like... There's not a wall object, they just put a box and it's like it's as high as you want it to be. I do need to build hype, and I am trying to build hype. But you know, it's like, what else can I do? Okay, so it doesn't look like Manifold Garden is here since it's not out yet. There was a while where it would show you but you know, it's like, okay, if you search for Manifold Garden, you do get this, which is good. Like, I've been on Kotaku, and, you know, it's been on a bunch of different sites, obviously. Huh. This is kind of cool. BitBash Takeover. Read our profile of its creator. So, yeah, you know, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch, we've got a Discord. That's not going to work for this game. Yeah, no, that really depends on the type of game. I don't think this is, I don't think it works for a game like Manifold Garden, where it's the experience of the whole thing. I really don't think a demo works. You know, it's not a game like Super Hot, right? Like, it's a long conversation that slowly reveals itself. Why are there fireworks? You've even got profiles. Yeah, I mean, there. You know, it's like it's been in. I don't know if I have the reader. I should put that in the Nightbot. Yeah, anyway, I don't think demo is the right thing for my game. I feel if I did a demo, people are just like, oh, yeah, I played the demo, you know, for a big stream. Maybe, yeah. So, like, who would be a good streamer to talk to about that? Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think it's, you know, it's like if you like The Witness, or Inception, Soda Poppin'? But I mean, do streamers actually help sell a game? Or do people just watch because it's funny? Yeah, but then it's like, I don't know if you've seen the data, right? Like, a lot of League of Legends and Dota players only play Dota or League of Legends. They don't play anything else. Oh, interesting. Well, if you guys want to, there's the document. If you want to put it in there, put your suggestions. I will make sure to reach out to them. But, you know, that's the thing with streamers, though. That is the next level. Like, streamers, they play games that they think they will like. So, and I'm sure they get bombarded with a million keys every day. So it's how do you get the streamer's attention? Yeah, 20 minutes isn't enough, though. I mean, they could, I guess, but why are there fireworks? There are people setting off fireworks outside, I think because it's summer. They're just celebrating because it's warm. Yeah, it's not a very... I don't think my game's a very streamer-friendly game. It's not a roguelike. It's a puzzle game, right? Streamers generally don't like puzzles because they don't like to look stupid. Yeah, we didn't set that up, but I will make sure to do that. That is a good idea. Interesting. iMac T Pi. Well, if you guys want to... Yeah, but that's Zelda, you know? Zelda is different. Yeah, we should do a form. But anyway, if you guys want to put a streamer in the doc that you think I should contact, I will do that. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's the... It can be paused, but it's like, well, we'll see. It doesn't feel like the right audience. I feel like League of Legends people are a certain type of... You know, like if they're playing League of Legends, they're gonna want something that's maybe a little bit more relaxing and a downtime. We'll see. It is a fan. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like The Witness. Do you think The Witness is something that they would play? If The Witness is, then I guess Manifold Garden would be. I'll reach out to them. I guess it doesn't cost me anything to send an email. $25 minutes. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, but see, a lot of stream players play random puzzle game. Okay. Crutchwum just played The Witness. I don't know who that is. Das Valdez. Let me show you guys. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna... I don't know. Das, I have no idea who that is. Let me show you guys. Yeah, it does have... Let me finish this up and then I will show you guys what the gameplay is. But yeah, anyway, I really appreciate everyone's input. This is very, very helpful for me. Yeah, there's just like too much stuff going on to keep up with these days. I feel like, you know, back in the day, it was like you send an email to IGN and an email to GameSpot, and you're good. Now there's like 500 million YouTubers to contact. Okay, interesting, interesting. Yeah, because I went to TwitchCon and I was talking to this guy that does, what do you call Nuclear Throne? And he was like, yeah, I don't play puzzle games. Like, he just plays Nuclear Throne. So yeah, we'll see. I suppose maybe if there's like... And if everybody is seeing Manifold Garden, that I suppose that would still help. Yeah, I'll do that. I will contact League people. Thank you, because it had not occurred to me to do that. One thing I was planning on doing was looking up who streamed The Witness, and just being like, hey, you know, I saw you stream The Witness. Maybe you would like to check out Manifold Garden. Alright, man, I'm gonna put it in this list. Magpie? Alright. Did someone? Okay, yeah. There's a YouTuber list and a streamer list. I will do that. I will check it out. Is he good? Obviously, I'm not watching Kronker. I don't speak German. Okay, actually, so now let me show you guys what this game is about. Copy component. Bring this guy down to here, paste values, dark mode, lapse cube, and then let me go ahead and delete this guy. Okay, dark world, collapse cube, dark mode trigger, true dark red, okay. 30,000. You see that each game he has 15 minutes between each game. Don't forget Quill18. Quill18 is a streamer or a YouTuber. Buck Donut. Big audience and is the type of guy that would play this game. Alright. Oh, I built this dark tree. Let me show you guys what this game is about. So we'll go over this level now so you guys can understand a bit of what I'll show you guys the gameplay. And maybe you can understand why this isn't, I mean, not so much a, I think once you see this, you'll see why it doesn't work as well with the demo, because it's a lot of the fun is the whole thing kind of coming together, and the game is not as demoable. Like Civ, for example, is a super demo-friendly game, right? He will help me. I am quite late in my project, so Quill18. We'll see. I have been working on my game for 5 years. Not saying I don't have anything to learn, but right, but you know, it's like you can just stop someone after, you can just make the demo so it only goes up to, you know, the Iron Age, and then people are like, oh, I gotta get the whole thing to finish it, right? Like it's think Manifold Garden's just not quite... There's not really a good point at anywhere to cut off. And if I... Yeah. Anyway, a demo wouldn't work. You know, it's going to have to be a game like Firewatch, The Witness. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody wants to play it. Oh, yeah. No, that's okay. Our Buck Donut. I was just kidding there. Alright, so let's check it out. Alright, so Manifold Garden, what is it? Okay, so you start off here. First thing you can do is you can walk up to a wall and change gravity. Yeah, but it doesn't make sense because it, you have to learn the mechanics in a very specific way, otherwise you get confused. Like, it's just the opening, right? Alright, so you that scene in Inception, you go up to a wall, you change gravity. So this is pretty simple. Beginning, you're like, okay, green button, you know. Like, I can't pick this up if I'm on red until I'm in red. Now, what I am going to do is no, but I'm saying it's like a game like Stanley Parable that works, but I have to teach the mechanics in a very specific way, so it wouldn't work as well. So anyway, eventually there are some puzzles. I'm not going to solve them on the stream. Well, the beginning is the tutorial. The beginning is a tutorial. You know what? In fact, why don't I run through this and I'll talk a bit about it. So this is the... let's talk about the first... Let's turn on the audio. We'll talk about the... Alright, so... Here's the player. Pick up this cube. So you learn you can put cubes on switches and it lights it up, right? Alright, well, that door's not open yet. Good reviews or hype. I want word of mouth before, but I want pre-release hype. Right, okay, so now, like, if I switch to orange, it's not letting me pick up. I need to get back, so you realize, you learn you can pick this up, switch, come down. I mean, this is the tutorial. The game itself teaches you. It doesn't, it doesn't use any text. Like, you slowly discover that you can do that stuff. The opening of the game is the tutorial. Alright, so here, I will show you guys. Alright, so here, remember how you learned you have to put a color on the switch in order to light up? So here we've got in a room, we have a blue switch, a blue box, and a green box. So now I pick up this green box and it's not lighting up. Alright, okay, well. It's, no, but see, the whole point of the game is that it's designed to not have text, right? Like, this opening area, I have watched 1,000 people play it. We've designed it so you don't need text. Like, that's been a very important... That was a design philosophy from the beginning, that it communicates solely with visuals and space. So, right, you know here, the green box doesn't work. Because you're like, I gotta get the blue box. So now I put the blue box on, it opens the door, as you can see. But then I let go and it drops. And you're like, what the heck? Like, I can't, I can't move fast enough. Then you realize, right, we've got this green box, and notice how right now the green box is like a shelf. I'm like, okay, I can put the blue box on the green box in another language. You put the green box right here. When I switch over, I now put the blue box on top of the green. So see, that's a puzzle. But you see how I didn't need to explain it to you, right? Like I want the player to use a space to figure it out. And so this progresses. Alright, same thing here now. I want to get this red box up to that switch high above. Now notice, like, the way this room is designed, I cannot take this red box out. Right? It's like that door is up there for a reason. I can't take the red box out. And this whole time you're looking at, see, that's a room we just went through. You can see the green box. And this whole time people are like, what's going on out here? Alright, so I want to get this red box up on that, but it's way too high. And it's like, I'm reaching all the way up there. And again, I've got the yellow box. So we learned before, we can use this yellow box as a shelf. So let's put this yellow box right here. We go back into red. Alright, I've got it halfway. It's like, now what do I do? Well, because it's only active when you're in red. Right? Like, I can only pick up the red box. I can't pick up the red. I can only pick up the yellow because the floor is yellow. I can't pick up the red, but if I go up here, I'm in the same gravity again, so now I pick up the red box. So, I'm just getting started. Alright, so here, oh yeah, remember we did this earlier, we picked up this cube. So you can pick up, these cubes are fruit that grow on trees. Now it sort of resets, like if I pick this up, it's gonna reset that cube. But now, watch this, I go outside. And this is where the game opens up. So if you see this room, you got the tree, you got this cube, here's a box. You know what, let me go ahead and put this box right here in the corner. Okay, we have this square. Now look what happens when I fall off. Well, there is just another version of it exactly where we picked it up. And this is exactly, like, I'm going to move it to this edge now. And we're room with tree, cube, light switch, and this this tower. And the cool thing is I'm going to drop this cube, and you should see it coming down from above. So the world wraps around. So it you see what I mean? Like, the world itself is a loop. And here's a really cool thing, is I'm going to go ahead and jump down. And I'm going to grab this cube. I'm going to snap it out of the air. I'm going to snatch it. Alright, there we go. Alright. Ah, I lost it. So now we've got this one area here. Actually, you know what? Let me no-clip and grab the box again, because I need that to demonstrate. So, obviously there's no no-clipping in the game. It's just for the purpose of this demo. Right, so this is a very interesting room. So I don't know if you've seen that scene in Inception. There is no hints, right? So the game is designed that you don't need hints, right? And so I gave a GDC talk about the techniques we use for level design, right? Which is that, because if you start using hint system, no, but see, as a designer, if I have a hint system and I see someone playing and they're stuck, then I'll be like, okay, you know what, I'm going to give them a hint. Right? But I don't have a hint system, so if I see someone and they're stuck, I redesign the level so people don't get stuck. So this is like, we play test. This whole level has gone through 1,000 playtesters, right? So if you remember, there's that scene in Inception where they have 2 mirrors, and they go inside and they see infinite repeated versions. Well, you can do that. And like you can see that same cube is repeated. In fact, I can take this cube and I can walk into this mirror world. And there is that cube. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to pick it up. And I'm going to take it outside. And each side of it is a different infinite world. Let's check out... Oh, right, what can you do with these cubes? Besides growing them on trees and solving puzzles. Well, we also have water in the game, and water has very interesting properties. Alright, so see, I can bend water. I can stop water, and I can also, depending on the direction. Now, when water falls off the ledge, remember, the world wraps around, so it comes back down from above. So it actually, we get water loops. We don't just get water falls. Right? So, it's going to fall back down. You can see the stream because it comes off here and falls down. Alright, now let's take a look at this. What's in here? So let's take this water. Let's bring it back here. Remember, this is right. You'll notice that this kind of looks like the world outside. Like you can see how there's that tiny area here. Like you see how you see how there's this. Notice how that's similar to that, right? So, well, the water is kind of in the way. But yeah. This little piece similar to that outside. So, well, you know what? Let's see what happens. Well, turns out you can shrink into it. So, in fact, we've just shrunk down to, well, there's some problems with the lighting, but I've shrunk down into a smaller version of the world I was in. It's exactly as we left it. So, and in fact, there's another one. You can even go down one level lower. So anyway, this is kind of what the game is about, or this is a taste of what's in the game. These are, eventually this is a bug. It's not supposed to light up like that, but we're still working on it. So, eventually you're kind of using level design. You cannot zoom out. There's gameplay reasons. So yeah, you're, it's completely wordless. It's all architecture and space and mechanics, and it's very carefully designed. Everything is there for a reason. And I talk about that more in my GDC talk, which is in the chat. If you type in, so yeah, it's self-similar. So yeah, it's a manifold, which is oops. you know, that's a mathematical term for, so it's like a 3D, it's a, you're a 3D being on the 3D surface of a 4-dimensional donut. That's kind of what's happening. And it's recursive. And so we have like this water and these trees, and you're a gardener growing stuff in there. Now, you know, so for example, like we talked about, there's no hint system, right? But let me talk about like all the things that go on in this first level. So this is the first thing you see in the game, right? And like first of all, we'll notice that there's this window on the floor. Now that's a very unusual place. You don't usually see windows on floors. Now the reason why this exists is to be like, hey, you know, this is not like you're gonna get used to seeing window on the floor because of this gravity changing. And also right away you see the outside, right? So like right away you know that this is not just a game that takes place inside tiny rooms. Like you start off in a room, but now there's an outside, so you're like, okay, you know what, I want to get outside, right? So you're motivated. Now, why do we have this set of stairs? The reason why there's a set of stairs that go nowhere is, oh right, I used it already. Let me try that again. There's supposed to be like a button prompt, but I used it up already. So this is, anyway, I'm just kind of explaining some of the level design that has happened, which is why there's no hint system, right? Because it's not. Does the map size actually get bigger, or does it optimize? I'm not sure what that question means. Well, yeah, it's that's more based on visuals. So, for example, like here, it's in certain areas I want the light to shine. Right, so exactly, the staircase is to show you that you can walk on the wall. So, because the button prompt that tells you can, so you see this, it tells you that you can press a button. But before I had the stairs, it was like you have to get close enough to wall. So you can, any wall will light it up, but like, I didn't have the stairs before, and nobody just walks up to a wall, right? There's like, they're not gonna go up here to look closer. A lot of people were just like, they were just kind of wandering out, but not getting close enough to the wall. So I put the stairs, and now everybody goes up to the stairs, and then they see that. Okay, see this door, but oh, I see. Okay, so now they're out. Now, if you look outside here, you can see that there's a switch on the other side. So this door is open from the other side. You don't quite. Now this is like, you don't need to know this detail, but it comes in handy, you know, if you're paying attention. Now look at these hallway designs. You'll notice that the window, you notice it's at the end and it extends further out, right? Like it goes into here. And it always do that in the forward direction, right? So if I'm looking down a hallway, I see immediately, like, I want to go there. I want to see what's outside. And this leads me in the direction of the bend. Now this becomes handy because this leads me there, and the window gets me to look up. You see that? And now if somehow the player gets turned around, they start going backwards, well, they're not seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, right? So now this starts to look weird. So simply just by looking at where the window is, you know you're going in the wrong direction. So, yeah, I will, you're absolutely right. We are going to make a gameplay. So I think like what I just showed you guys, but a little bit more, you know, a little bit more sexy with like all the cool effects and not like me making mistakes. Oh, right. So for example, the reason why the light is in this direction is because I wanted the light to shine here. So it you know, I wanted you to come in and see that right away so that you turn and go here. So see, that's what that is about. Right, and that's the outside. So I'm gonna skip ahead. Actually, here's a little portal. Yeah, I think kind of demonstrating some. So right, this is another level, and again, you see the same level. It's got this the same. Okay, so we got these trees. They're growing. Yeah, it's some spoilers, but not too much. Ah, and I crashed it. Well, I crashed the game. So, alright, back to work. You want me to explain to you a recursive function in French? How do you say recursive in French? Quelque chose entre quelque chose. Le même chose. Yeah, if I had $1 for every time Unity crashed. Alright, let's so anyway, I'm kind of just going through these levels at the moment and cleaning them up. Récursif. Une fonction récursive appelle soi-même. Calls itself. Alright, now that relaxing music. Oh yeah, anyway, if you guys like what you just saw, we've got a Steam store page. So you can wish list the game. Yeah, it's just something that refers to itself, right? When am I going to put the game up for pre-order? When it's done. Yeah, I don't want to take your money unless I'm 100% sure I'm going to ship. So if I do pre-order, it'll just be like 2 weeks before. No early, yeah. Well, if you had seen what the game looked like 3 years ago, it would not have, nobody would have been giving me money. So. But we're getting close, you know, we are getting really, really close. Oh yeah, that's true. You know, people have talked about a Patreon, but the thing is, I don't want to do like an exclusive thing. I don't like people then do Patreon updates and only like the patrons get it, and I don't really want to do that. So yeah, you can subscribe. You don't really get anything except the emotes, but I am very, very grateful. But yeah, you don't get like extra content or anything. Oh, that's not true. I actually have we have prints if you'd like to buy them. I would really appreciate it, but of course it is not necessary. But oh my god, this new line is so good! Holy cow, this is the first time I'm looking at this level with the new edge detection. Wow, it is so clean. Holy cow, look at how clean. Oh my god. This level used to cause so many problems. Okay, you can like see a little bit. Yeah, like okay, here. By the way, this is I'm using Zoom It, which is what lets me draw. But you notice notice this. You notice these like little dots. It used to be all over the place. Well, there just used to be a lot of this, right? But let me see if I can find an old image. Yeah, we've switched to this whole new system. Stugan, welcome. Let me see if I have an old image of this specific level. Yeah, look at this. See, this is our old image. Look at that. It's all over the place, right? You can see just these dots everywhere. Yeah, this is from, now I see, I write the time of the screenshot. This is 2015-05-25 at 20 hour, 51 minutes and 52 seconds. So I took this on May 25th, wow, almost 2 years ago. In fact, let's see if we can find a screenshot from May 13th. And in fact, we can. Wow. The screenshot from May 13th. And, you know, we're getting close. It's not... so it's like we've just gotten the details. Like, look at this now. So, yeah, there's for a single frame, you can see it. But, like, here, it's completely gone. Yo, I'm telling you, God is in the details. God is in the details. I would consider that. I think there's a sub button, right? The subscribe. You just subscribe and then you go in and just say you don't renew. In your settings, you just say you don't renew. Hey, man, can you... Oh, yeah. You guys should, Hey, Apoc Pixel, can you have that list, if you can put his name there, I'd love to send it to him and get in touch. But yeah, let's take a look at that. I'm telling you, God is in the details. Like, I might have gone away with that image, but it will be, so this is what we have now. This is what we got a year ago, right? And yeah, like it's a tiny difference, but just look at how much better this is. Actually, you know what? Here's the same. at the same image, right? Yeah, like... Yeah, the new one is better. Oh yeah, I saw that. I found it and I had no idea what he was saying because I don't speak Brazilian, but I hope it was good. Yeah, so yeah, look at this. Super excited. Yeah, anyway, this has been... It's what we've been doing the last 2 years, man. What's with that shaking? Yes, it is what I do full time. Does this look like a game that can be made part-time? Sextazi, thank you for the subscription. Once a subscriber, always a subscriber. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Normally I show people this horse when they sub, but it... Oh. What do you know? He's decided to work again. Now you get to join the hype train. So yeah, anyway, here's another level. This has got some... This does not run super well. Oh, this is interesting. It's not... Oh, right, you know, we got a bunch of problems here. We're gonna have to go back and redo the trees. I know, yeah, I have not, the train, the smoke on the train is going the wrong way, which I will fix. So let's, wow, I've been streaming for 2 hours and 49 minutes. Unbelievable. We're still working on it. We're hard working on it. We're going for, you know, PC and PS4. What's your suggestion? Okay, well, let's look at some of these levels. Yeah, well, we got a lot of questions here. Alright guys, it is yeah, I mean obviously it's not we haven't optimized things yet, so we will. And that Ablaze, I knew what you were gonna say. For it. So yes, Sextazi, welcome to the Gardenverse. Gardener. And so now I gotta generate this not a dark tree. We'll get there. We're working on optimization, man. We're working on the PS4. It just, I wanted to make sure, you know, we sort of do that all together. It's just easier to do everything all at once. Alright, so by the way, so this is how I make trees in the game. I wrote a tool, it's called a tree generator, but, so, you know, I can just kind of randomly generate this for me. And then ooh, that's too big. Okay, you know what, that looks good. Huh, it isn't? My mouse. Oh yeah, the zoom it is super cool, huh? I got it from Ezra's stream, but I hit Control 2 and then I can like draw on the screen. You know, you have blue, yellow. Oh, what the oh, cool! And I can, if I hit white, W, it goes to white, and I can draw on this. Let me see if this works with my tablet. There's a bit of delay, so it's kind of annoying. Oops. Yeah, it doesn't work super well, but it's good enough. Yeah, because this way I can explain what I'm doing easier. Interesting. Yeah, no, we definitely, I mean, you're basically giving me performance gains for 0 work. Like, of course I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I just haven't, you know, I'm gonna let people who are better at it do that. Did you make a lot of Did you make a lot of coding or the interface of the programming more like the? Yeah, that took a very long time. Yeah, I did the. I kind of did basically the basic version of everything in the game. You know, now I've got some people helping me out, and I've just been like, I've given them kind of the how do I say this? Like, they are the ones sort of doing the high-level polishing, and well, I mean, I'm still directing the art style, but they're doing the optimization stuff now that that is all set. But yeah, I did, you know, the first pass of everything I did and got it all working together. I don't. I think I've given them the fun jobs. They're programmers. They love that stuff. Yeah, no, they got the fun jobs. That's not true. Will's currently trying to get the PS4 version working. It sucks. But you know, I did have to go through the entire code base. I did the architecture, so it did. You know, I've done some not fun stuff as well. I was in the trenches. Yeah, we're doing the stuff that we're each best at now. Yeah, it's like I'm just not as good of a programmer. Like, if I see visual stuff, it'll take me something that'll take me 2 weeks. You know, like, for example, the portal system where we switched to stencil buffer. You know, I've been trying to do that for months. I spent 2 weeks on it, just did not get anywhere. I gave it to this guy, Arthur. He had it done in like a week. So, it's just not an efficient use of my time. You know, and I want to learn, I want to, but also it's like, yeah, for this game, the design is so important, and nobody else can do it. I'm the only guy that can do the design, so I just have to do that, and yeah. No, Unity doesn't support C++. We were talking about this. Same thing. So they only execute multiple copies of the same code routine once you cache. Let's make this tree. This tree's too big. Yeah, I know. So I mean, I'm sure these guys would not want to have to redesign like 200 trees, which is what I'm doing. But it's been a really interesting experience, you know, for me to learn to be a producer, a manager. I've never done that before. Never worked with anyone doing that, and so I've kind of had to. I think the way you learn is you just make a bunch of mistakes, and then you're like, okay, don't do that again. That's pretty much it. Good. Sleep is wonderful for you. Sleep is excellent. Oh. Where is this guy, huh? Hey guys, Facebook ads. Man, I gotta talk to you about this. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? We are listening to Nintendo music, so you're right. It is. I'm sorry, my bad. I forgot. It is Pokemon. It's Super Mario Galaxy. No, it's Animal Crossing. This is the music. Yeah, I need a. People say Facebook ads are super effective, and I'd like to do that. But yeah, sure. I'm in the. Sometimes I end up in the zone. Have I already lost myself? Yeah. I don't know, like I see some developers talk about, I think the problem with ads is you have to have money, is you have to have money to experiment. That is the problem. That is the problem with Facebook ads. Right? Because it's hard to know how to pinpoint that. Or maybe it's easier if it's mobile. Like the Cliffski is the only guy that's he's like one guy that talks about that a lot. And honestly, he's like the only person I know who Cliff Harris, he made like Democracy. He swears by ads, but he's the only indie developer I know that uses it extensively. Yeah, see, it's like, I feel like if I don't, it's like you need, you probably need like $20,000 to see what works and what doesn't, and once you figure out how it works, then it's very good. But yeah, I don't have that much money to spend. Speaking of Facebook, oh, do I not have a? It's FB. Man, I should have in-app purchases in Manifold Garden. You can purchase hints. He works at a place that makes a game. It's his day job. Yeah, we charge per word of the hint. Yeah, I mean, that's a very different system. I mean, my game is sort of about putting things in place in rooms. Uni co-op starts next year. Oh yeah, I think we talked about that. I didn't, about Toronto having co-op. There's a, I don't know if copy games. There's a bunch of great studios in Toronto though, so I think, I think you'll be alright. I like that this, there's nothing stopping this guy because I took out the collider, so they just keep... Oh, by the way, you can see how that's the wrapping works. Look, you see this too? You see, watch them pop, disappear, and they pop back in. Yeah, you'll see them, they get down and they disappear. That's not what's supposed to happen, but I'm cheating right now. I'm not supposed to see that. Yes, yeah, super happy. I did, I grew up in Toronto. Wait, server, is that where you are? Yeah, it's missing the buying. It's too bad. T.O. This bonfire space. I mentioned I was from Toronto, and I've heard T. Dot, and this person was like T.O. Oh, cool. Well, Hassam Shar is at U of T. Come on, you get to be in City of Toronto. That's way better than Waterloo. It's not even the real Waterloo. Not crappy on Waterloo. It's a great school. I know there's a lot of indies in Toronto. The government grants are pretty good for it. Interesting. Okay, so this is yellow with 1 cube, so finalize single gravity tree, boom. Hey guys, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, then I'm going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. 3 hours, 30. No, I've gone for way longer. Why didn't I stay in Toronto? You know, I was gonna do yeah, I just did it's Zelda. Relaxing Zelda music. Gotta update this. Yeah, I came here. You know, I'm American. So hold on, let me update this. Yeah, I mean, I think I might move back. You know, it's a very nice place. That tree's too big. Zelda music. I don't know, man, but yeah, they are really aggressive with that. Well, Chicago's weather is not any better. I mean, I assume they want people to stream, right? Yeah, they're pretty aggressive with that stuff. Toronto's definitely much more diverse than Chicago, which I like. Really? Well, then let's listen to... Let's listen to the GTA 5 score. You know, I should probably wrap up the stream pretty soon because we've been streaming for 3 hours and 40 minutes. This is in addition to the, I think, 1.5 hour stream I did earlier in the afternoon. Yeah, I want them to do a remastered version of RDR1. Because I've not got a chance to play it, but everyone says it's one of the best open world games. For a lot of people, it's their favorite Rockstar game. Because Jonathan Blow said he really liked it, which is, you know. Oh no, I love the Minecraft soundtrack. We play it sometimes. But everybody gets super nostalgic. Like every time I play the Minecraft soundtrack, everybody's like, ah, brings back memories of 2008, 2010, my childhood. Well, you could stop it. It would have to be that. The thing is, as soon as you change gravity, it would stop, right? Because this box does not... It freezes in world space, not local. Whoops. This guy's not supposed to be here, but... Yo, guys. 3 hours, 50 minutes. I'm gonna take a break, get some food. Yeah. You know, I will be back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna start wearing my hair down all the time from now on. I don't know if you guys saw this. Ah, never mind. It's just a dumb joke. But, ooh, using version control? Is there a way to not really. We don't have that inside the architecture at the moment. Alright, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Let's see who else is streaming. Whoa, how do I see who I'm following now? Ah, you know what? P. Fist is streaming. And he is a developer doing Unreal. So I'm going to host his channel. I've never hosted his channel before. And I will see you all later. Oh, that was another website. Alright, have a good one. We'll see you soon. Good idea, Co. See you later. Thank you, Brosart.